All right. Shalom, 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 y'all. Michael Israel coming at you. As you can tell by the title of the show, we're going to be talking about some of the things we got going on here. See, the title of it is Training. And what we got going on is Brother Shannon is training up some of the newer brothers. You know what that is in your hand?
It's an adjustable wrench.
Okay, what's it used for?
Say if you want to take out a bolt, just put it inside the bolt, adjust it, make sure you get a good grip on it, wrench it out.
All right.
This is what we're working on.
But yeah, so Brother Shannon is going through every single tool. I was just gonna train him on the basic tools, but and as you can see, the hat I got on my Jamaican winter hat, man. It's like a oxymoron, but see, this is how it really looks. But I got on backwards because it's furry inside and it's cold out here in Florida. What does it say? What's the temperature out here? 55. That is Jacksonville winter, in case you don't know. That is freeze alerts need to be out down here. Nah, yesterday was in the 40s, so that's pretty cold for down here. I know it's colder other places. But what we're doing, man, these are kind of the younger brother. All these brothers are here like 25 or younger. And, you know, I thought everybody new tools, because I was playing with tools when I was like 5 or 6 years old, just playing with them and stuff like that, like toys and stuff, tearing shit up in the garage and not putting it back together and getting yelled at and all that. But some people don't, they never really mess with tools, and sometimes that's hard for me to, grasp. But it's one of the areas I'm growing in, just learning to train brothers on the basics. Shannon, one of his talents is his training ability and his patience with training. So as we got him doing, and he's bringing the brother up to speed. Brother that was talking about the adjustable wrench, he actually just moved up here from South Florida. He moved up here, and I think he's like 21 or something like that. And hey, how old are you, Emmanuel?
21.
Yep. So he's 21. He just moved up here from South Florida. Some of the brothers got him a job as an electrician or electrician helper, and he's just really getting brought up to speed. And we just gathering around him to provide structure around him so he can move in the direction that Yah's leading him. So it's a blessing. That's a similar story with a lot of other younger brothers here. That's the next generation. So we're making sure we're taking plenty of time with them. But we didn't have a whole bunch this morning as far as business work. So we're doing, I did some work, a little bit of work on the truck. Brother said that was doing some work on the truck too. That chair over there, he was working on that. There's always stuff to do here. We have a bunch of brothers working a project down in South Florida right now, so that we got that going on. So there's always stuff going on for the to move the community forward. That's the end result of everything. I actually have a little more work to do on the truck. We got to keep these things roadworthy. You know what I'm saying? So there's always something to do. But we're not. We're in the eye of the storm right now because all the jobs that we've been working, we're waiting on other trades and stuff to finish up their stuff so that we could go in and finish them up. And in the meantime, we have other stuff coming in. So it is what it is. But what I did with these brothers here is this morning I realized, hey, we don't have any jobs to jump on, so let me pour into them. So we had a long conversation because the brothers were like, yeah, they were serious about being a part of what we're doing. And, I just, explained to them, you know, um, the just working out in the real world, working some of these jobs, like I said, the one brother is he's a electrician's helper for this company, and he started that a couple weeks ago. But really pouring into the brothers things that you typically don't get told if you grew up unfathered. When I say unfathered, maybe you didn't have a father in the home. Maybe you had a father in the home, but he really didn't pour into you like that. But just working out there in the world and the basics of what's expected. Being in the Air Force, I watched a lot of our people come in clueless about a decent, proper work ethic. Me being one of them. Clueless about being what it takes to really do your job with excellence. A lot of that is not really explained to our people. One of the things I explained to them is that one of the dynamics that happens a lot at these workplaces is people will come to you and they'll befriend you, to act like they're your friend, and they poke and prod at you to see what's going on with you, and they try to get you. If you're off and you don't get it, they will try to get you a bad reputation at the job. They're not going to help you. They're going to just expose your weaknesses and the fact that you might not have a clue of how to function on a job, like the basics. And when I'm talking about the basics, like I was telling the brothers, show up early at the job. You know, um, be paying attention to what's going on so that if, like, for instance, the one brother's a helper. So what we tell him is be thinking about what that person's doing that you're watching and what they need next, what they're going to do next, so that, okay, he's going to have to clip that wire. So you got the wire clippers right there. Okay, here you go. You hand them to him, and you're on point. You're watching, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. We just explain a whole bunch of that stuff to them, and then we put it to the test. And then if they don't do it right, we make them do burpees. It's like our brother Ralph. Brother Ralph is a retired Marine of 20 years. So he was saying what they tell him in the Marines is, if the mind does not comprehend, the body must pay. So you just do something to drill it in. And then we just trying to get these brothers up to speed so that they can be assets and they understand. But yeah, so we explaining those types of things to them, those basics that I watch these other nations. Like when I was in the Air Force, man, I'd watch some of these uh, people from other nations come in, man. They literally hit the ground running, leave our people in the dust, and our people are just clueless. So when I discern that on anybody, our people or other nations who coming into this truth, and if they have a willing, teachable spirit, and that's the thing about these brothers here, they have willing, teachable spirits. And if you got that, man, we're gonna pour into you. You know what I'm saying? And they express the fact that they got willing, teachable spirits. They want to learn. They want to get good. Hey, we will work overtime. I could be sitting around in the warm, chilling, but we're gonna train. We're gonna get folks up to speed, and it's gonna bless Israel as a whole. Um, but yeah, I know me coming in, man. I always wanted somebody to really break all this stuff down, because not only did I not understand it, I had a hard time understanding. So I needed somebody to really take time and break it down and explain it to me. And I learned it the hard way, and believe it or not, the finer parts of it towards the end of my military career, you know. But with some of the brothers we have down here now, some of the professionals, man, that we have down here in Straightway, Florida now, man, we're in a position to really, like Pastor Dow said, affect change, you know, so taking full advantage of that, you know, and, making a difference. Oh yeah, so that's what we got going. Um, what else? Something else I want to speak on. But yeah, and this is how we're gonna, you know, this is, the footwork that we're talking about. This is the end result of, you know, Yah's word. When you integrate Yah, when you're obedient to Yah's word towards yourself, towards your own spirit, like where that one verse says, "Servants, be obedient to your masters, even the froward." And the froward means the difficult ones. Be obedient to them. That was a powerful lesson I learned right near the end of my military career. Is I was like, the reason I'm bucking on this dude is because what he's saying is kind of off, and he coming at me sideways. And man, that was the most eye-opening lesson I learned, to just shut the hell up and color, no matter what, unless somebody put their hands on you, then there's a different story then. But it never was like that in the military. It was just, you had people in leadership positions that just they wasn't cut out for it. But it taught me humility, and because I had just that buck wild bull spirit on me. So it took those types of situations to really, for me to get where I needed to get. And yeah, like I said, right towards the end of my career, I figured it all out, But yeah, so that's what we got going. There's still work to be done, vehicle work, but nothing heavy till the other part of the storm comes, and then we're floored. So anyway, if any of y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, you go ahead and throw them in there. I just wanted to come on and drop that on y'all and just show y'all what we got going on here, so y'all can bear witness to the footwork. You know what I'm saying? And say it, I say it all the time, man. Y'all need to start comparing the fruits of Straightway as a whole. Compare the fruits of what you see going on here in Straightway, Florida. Compare that to whoever you want to pit this up against, or whoever you are trying to know, because like the word says, you will know them by their fruits. And I'm telling you, y'all, it's scarce out there in Hebrew dumb when it comes to fruit, y'all. And y'all should take notice of that. You definitely should take notice of what y'all are seeing going on out there. But other than that, we gotta make a run to the store, depending on how far along Sister Koya is on the breakfast. So, all right. So somebody put a comment in here, so we're gonna go ahead and read it and see what is popping. Shalom, Brother Michael. Billy Bay is saying smallpox is coming. I wanted to know if you and Sister Koya had any remedies for prevention. It looks like Facebook it just approved vax for it, so it must be here. Yeah, I'm the way I hit stuff like that is well, actually, hey, said look up what smallpox is. Just read kind of the definition it comes up with when you type that in. Depending on what it is, if it's a bacteria or a virus, I think it's a virus. So if it's a virus, the stuff I already had, the Paul Diarco inhibits viral replication. You got the what do you got? Read it real quick. What virus? Endocrine?
Yeah, endocrine virus. That's used to be contagious.
It says, oh no, an eradicated virus. Yeah, but they're saying it's making a return. An eradicated virus that used to be contagious, disfiguring, and often deadly. How it spreads: airborne respiratory droplet, saliva, skin to skin, and blood products. But smallpox was small virus emerge and begin. So they're just telling the service, but at the end of the day, it's a virus. So the stuff we already have works. Like that stuff, that antiviral tincture that we got, kills that stuff, man. It inhibits viral replication. It cleanses your lymphatic system. So basically what that's doing is causing your body to eliminate toxins like viruses faster and more efficiently. And then it also cleanses and tonifies and strengthens your respiratory system, which is probably the primary mode of infection with it. So what we got already works, but what I would probably add on that, since it's skin to skin, is maybe put something like plantain in it or something like that, or make some type of salve, which I'm gonna be working on some salves. I'm gonna be putting the formulas together, and I'm gonna be sitting down with Koya, and I'll have her formulate some salves for any type of skin issue or whatever. As soon as we get timed up. So yeah, man, good question, Sister Nina. Good question there. So yeah, but if you can, go ahead and get that. Yeah, so if you can, in the comments, not this is the live chat, but in the comments on the video, post that article in there where you read that, so I can study up on it. But yeah, what we have now is already highly effective. So somebody asked, what does antiviral properties mean, and what are some good antiviral foods, teas, tinctures, and herbs? So like I said, the with my current knowledge of the herbs now, there's a whole bunch of new ones I'm studying on, but currently with my current knowledge base of the herbs out there, my antiviral tincture is like the best that I know right now, because like I said, the Paul Diarco stops the virus from reproducing itself. Once you do that, the main most important thing you can do with a viral, because what viruses do is that they get in your body, they hijack a cell, and they use the cell's for lack of a better word, machinery to reproduce themselves. and then they reproduce themselves. Then they go into more cells, take over the cell, and use the cell's equipment to reproduce themselves. The way they're able to do that is from weakened cells and a weakened lymphatic system that's not flowing and moving good. If your lymphatic system is flowing and moving, or like I like to say, shaking heavy and moving hard, then what it does is it sends out the cells to break up and destroy those viruses, and move them out of your body, okay, through what they call inflammation. What you call inflammation is your body responding to something that's not supposed to be there and sending stuff to fight it off. So, I hope I explain it. I hope I can get off topic. And what what the tinctures do, what Yah's herbs do, is depending on a certain condition, they will cause your body to fight it harder. You know what I'm saying? To fight harder. It'll strengthen those systems to fight, depending on what it is. That's just one minute aspect of what herbs can do. Y'all put these herbs here for that purpose, to help us out, So y'all made medicine, basically. So those are kind of the properties and how all that stuff functions. If I didn't hit that, just I'll elaborate on it even more. Okay, somebody said, did you hear about a possible tsunami coming to the U.S.? No. Where'd you hear about that? When? Like, they're saying, and from where? Because the tsunamis a lot of times are triggered by earthquakes, or, So I'm gonna hang around and wait for that, for you to answer and give me more details on that. But yeah, the primary thing, y'all, this is the primary thing that everybody needs to be aware of, is when your lymphatic system is shaking and moving, when it's flowing and is running correctly and is strengthened, and your lymph nodes, the lymph nodes is where these foreign viruses, bacteria, or whatever get broken down and destroyed. And then the rest of your system moves them on out. So when all that is up and running properly, you don't have to be in fear of all this pestilence and stuff. There's a verse I put on my religious exemption letter where, he said, I don't remember it word for word, but it said, Yah said, don't fear the something by night or the pestilence out there. He got you, basically, And once again, you look in what's that verse? Second Ezra's, where I think it's 16, where it talks about the end time events and stuff. He said the pestilence is gonna ramp up, and it's gonna come in waves like birth pains. This stuff gonna get worse and worse, and this beast system, this Greco-Roman beast system that's worldwide, is gonna slowly get shooken apart, and you're looking at it. And it's not so much slowly; it's consistently getting, shook apart. But y'all got our back. Gitsy said, "Did you hear about a possible tsunami coming?" Yeah. Let me know some more information about that. Okay. All right. Nina said, "Thank you." Linda said, "Shalom, shalom to you." Bless you, Big Mike and Sister Koya. Bless you too. And you spelled Koya's name right. Most people don't. They put a U in there. Good job. All right. So Nina put, William Shatner came out on CNN, MSNBC today, news and said Florida will be underwater in our lifetime a few days ago. That is why Straightway Florida is working hard to change that name to some other state, maybe at Straightway Alabama or something like that. Yeah, we have a vision here for the direction of Straightway Florida, and we are not playing around. Like we are spiritually, literally, economically, you name it, we are working toward where the Most High is directing our footsteps. You know what I'm saying? And we're not playing around out here. We want to get out of this state, and that is one of the reasons. And you can see us once again. You see the brothers over here training. You know, so you see even the training that's going on right now is directed towards our goal of living set apart. For many reasons. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not playing around, man. We letting y'all guide our footsteps. All right. All right. So brother Dope said, as the head of Straightway Florida, do you counsel couples? Yeah, there's stuff that we gotta, brothers and sisters come to me, with issues and things they're dealing with, and yeah, we give them direction and guidance on it. Um, you know, so yeah, absolutely. Um, but at the end of the day, I'll tell you this: what I found, most of the time, you could fix most people's marital problems because I've been for for a long time. I was focused on relationships and marriage and all that stuff. I found you can fix most people's relationship issues just talking to the man. Men to men. A lot with the sisters, and then even me coming in the Straightway, what I've seen with Sister Koya and with the sisters in Straightway, man, when they see the men shaking heavy, moving hard, they see the fruit coming forward, they see it, and it's not just talk like the rest of the Hebrew Israelite community. Man, the sisters are looking to follow. They're looking for the leadership, So yeah. All right, so let me see. So yeah, that's big fact there. All right. Somebody said shalom, family. Somebody said amen. All right. Can you make some videos about that and share a little bit about your counseling most common counseling scenarios? Yeah, but this is what I told people. If you got questions like that, just put it in the comments. Not in that way. I'll do a video on But dude, I got tons of videos from for the longest spiritual combat. That's all I was on was marriage and relationship, getting that in order and established. Because like me, yeah, I came from a unique but typical perspective. Now I had my father in my life, and he did teach me the foundational, I guess you say, tenets of masculinity, of just being a man, just by his example, not being a chump, all that. But as far as dealing with women properly and all that stuff, and just because I mean, dude, I was pathetic back in the day. Like I I was like, oh shucks, treat all women like perfect princesses and all that, you know. Oh, I had to. I went on a journey of my own learning that, and I didn't know I was going on that journey, but it was, for a time like today, so that to teach brothers and sisters. So over the years with spiritual combat, I have, you know, helped tons of people with marriage, relationship, help them save their stuff from divorce or save themselves from potentially getting in uglier situations, because, I didn't want to, a lot of that was going on around me, man. There was a lot of murder, a lot of suicide, a lot of incarceration, a lot of depression and mental illness that I bear witness to growing up over relationships. And one of the things I didn't want to do is to be caught up in one of them. So I just ended up going on a journey learning about all that, because, man, dude, these relationships, just by the way this wicked ass society is, they use these relationships to destroy us as a nation. Okay, that is real talk. So yeah, but yeah, if there's a topic or something you want me to speak on regarding relationships, like I said, I got a lot of videos that I've done in the past, and uh, I got a lot of so you can look there, or you got my email there, and you can put something in the comments. All right, so let me see. All right. So Richard Anderson said, Shalom, brother Israel. This is Richard from Washington. Shalom, man. Shalom. Thank the Most High blessed me and my family with a box truck business, and I totally agree about these young men not knowing or having a good work ethic. Yeah, yeah. It's, it's something that a father will instill in you, you know. And for me, it wasn't so much I didn't have a good work ethic. I didn't know how to deal with these other nations and the way they came at me sideways, because a lot of times, man, you get on some of these jobs, man, these people on these jobs will deliberately, poke you and, pick at you and all that. And me, I was trying to be that street thug gangster. So ain't nobody talking to me like that, boom, 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 and be going back and forth. And it ain't the way, man. It's not the way. It is. Man, telling you, man, I learned that junk the hard way going through the military. But boy, when I say I learned it, boy, I learned, you know. So for these brothers here, Brother Shannon is I think he's a little older than me. And, for these young brothers, 25 and younger, to be able to have older brothers who have been there, done that, they've been through this thing, to just take the time and point the stuff out to them, it's good, and they get it. They understand that it's a great opportunity, because they understood that, hey, they didn't really understand this thing. It's good, man, and we enjoy doing it, because I know me, man. I don't want anybody to have to go through the frustration I had to go through my 20s and through my 30s, dealing with some of these wicked ass people that be on these at these workplaces. In the same note, you want to know how to work with excellence also. Brother Rob, shalom to you. All right. So Brother Richard said, thank you for pointing that out, and thank you for sending me the tensioner when we were sick. Oh, the tincture when we were sick. I thank the Most High for you and the other brothers, Straightway Floor. All right, Brother Richard, and it was nice meeting you too. And look, all praise to the Most High. We just doing kingdom work. That's it. All right. So yeah, that's Brother Richard. We met him at Feast of Tabernacles up at Straightway. So yeah, y'all. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna hang on here for a couple more minutes. See if y'all got any more questions, comments, or concerns. And what we'll do, what we're gonna do, we're gonna interview Shannon real quick and ask him how the training's going. How's the training going, Shannon?
It's going very well. The brothers are learning, they're picking it up well, and they're remembering. They're really applying themselves.
And tell her if the mind does not comprehend, what happens?
And the body was paid.
All right. And we getting this brother real strong, just so you know. But he comprehended. That right now, that's the youngest brother in Straightway, Brother Emmanuel, man. He's Straightway's baby. Well, actually, Yeshua the youngest brother in Straightway. Yeah.
Adam.
Who? Oh, yeah. Who?
Adam. Joseph.
That's the youngest brother in Straightway.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the youngest one.
But the youngest man in Straightway is Emmanuel. Yeah. Oh. Yep. So. But yeah, y'all, that's what we got going on here. It's a labor of love, counseling the brothers and people, all this stuff. It's I used to wonder why I went down all these different paths in my life, and it's for a time like this, So it is, and it's labor of love, and it's good to give back. So anyway, y'all, with that said, I am going to wrap this up and press on with my plan of the day. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Shalom, shalom.